If someone were to ask me which part of nature do I feel most connected to, it would always be the crescent moon and calm, still, soothing water. Water grounds me, water humbles me, water infuses strength in me. Water has poetry, water has light. Water is steady. Water always believes in its flow. Every summer vacation, we would go to meet our grand uncles and aunties. We had gone to our maternal grand uncle's house, Achan as we call him. He would stay at the banks of the Periyar. It was one of those childhood summer vacations in which I must have been around 10-11 years old. We three sisters would be packed off to Kerala for 2 whole months of masti with cousins and spoiled rotten. So in those days, we would have these long train journeys by Jayanti Janta. It used to take 3 long days and it was very normal to travel by second class. We would play cards, sing songs and spend those laborious hours in the train. And there was always something to look forward to going to Kerala. Like the delicacies prepared by our paternal and maternal grandparents. Kappa meen, Nadan erichi, Nadan biryani, and also the yummy curry meen, which we could never miss. We would get loads of it all throughout when we were staying out there. With a battle of cousins in our paternal side, we were always up to some adventure or the other. My grandfather owned a Vanji. So a Vanji, you see, it is a wooden boat. It's a traditional wooden boat in which it must be measuring around 20 feet and it has these smooth curved ends and it gives a real majestic look, when you see it. Now, the Vanji is used for Vallam Galli, or that is a traditional Kerala boat race that happens during August-September. So the Vanji used to be parked at Achan's shore. So we had to climb downwards from the house towards the Periyar, and the Vanji was always parked out there. We would always go there and play in the Vanji and have a lot of nice time out there. This time we said that we have to go into the Vanji and have a nice time riding in the Vanji. So as caution would have it, our grandmother said that you are not going unattended and unsupervised alone. The kids have to have an auntie or an uncle going along with them. So Eliam auntie was given the task. Eliam auntie had brown eyes. She had dusky skin. And she was of a strong frame. So with all the kids in tow, Eliam auntie was all set. The children said that we will go before lunch. Achan didn't agree to that. Achan said that once you finish your meal, then only you can go. We had a sumptuous meal that was prepared by Achan's cooks. And this was a meal that we'd been having for years on end. We had gulped Achan's cooks' delicacies for years on end. We were all excited, and along with Eliam auntie, we stepped into the Vanji. The boatsman told us to kind of calm down because we were like a whole dozen of us out there. And he said to sit on the planks. All the children comfortably parked themselves on the planks. So the weather was really wonderful. There was cool breeze. The skies were blue. Although it was rainy weather, it was clear skies. And you could actually see the pebbles under the water. It was so beautiful. We were enjoying the greenery and the coconut trees. And we were just going and chit-chatting and cracking jokes and really busy in each other's company. It hardly took us 7 to 8 minutes to go to the other side of the shore. The water was really clear out there also. We could see the pebbles. In Bombay, in all the seas that we had visited, the color of the water would be brown. That was the color that the city had given its water. I had never seen water so clear, so pure, so translucent. It was almost as if you could see a reflection in it. As the Vanji went ahead, it created a ripple bed. Water doesn't resist. It dances to the shape that it's given. We went to the other side of the shore and we came back immediately. We did not get down out there. Our cousins who were there, who were staying up there, they told us about the folklore that they had heard since childhood. It was even more special because we were in the Vanji, you see. It was around 30-35 feet towards our shore, and one of my cousins, who was a year elder than me, he asked, "Ende sthalam anno?" And he jumped into the water. Just a little later, another cousin of mine who was my age, she also said, "Ende sthalam anno?" And she jumped. I was always mesmerized by those ads on TV that showed children jumping into the swimming pool. I thought it was so much fun. And I thought if my cousins who were my age could jump into the water, why couldn't I? So I jumped. All I remember is that I was breathing for life with water all over me. I just felt that this was it. I can still feel it. It felt that maybe I have a few seconds to live, like it was a pathway to heaven. This went on for maybe 8 to 10 seconds, and suddenly I felt a hand pull me out. My aunt had pulled me out with my hair. I caught the bungee and I got into the bungee. I was completely lost. I didn't know what was happening around me at all. Iliam auntie soothed me and comforted me. They sure raised the ire of the seniors in the family. Thanks to Iliam auntie, she was there for me. History would have been a little different then. Many moons down the line, when I look back at that incident, I just laugh at my younger self for what I had done.